So we're actually really lucky to be part of a program that's put on by Johnson Space Center in Houston, Texas. It's at NASA. To be in what's called like the Lunar Disk Receiving Program. So that's a program where we're able to, for only high schools, colleges, museums, and libraries, to be able to get samples of rocks from the actual moon that were picked up by the Apollo astronauts, specifically during Apollo 14, 15, 16, and 17. So we have in this disk down here a sample of all of the major types of rocks on the moon. The moon actually has, it's really incredible, but it only has 3 specific types of rocks. We've got our anorthosite, which I have down here, our basalt, which I have another sample down here from the Earth, and then a breccia, which I always pronounce like eubreccia. And that's a mix of a bunch of different types of rocks. Specifically, though, on the moon, it's just a mix of our basalt and our anorthosite. We're, I believe, still to this day, the only high school in the state of Minnesota that's part of this program. I haven't been corrected on that yet. I do think that is the case. It's just a unique opportunity that I had to be a part of this when I was in college and get training to be a teacher now that is able to handle these. There's some pretty crazy security protocols we have to go through during this week. Like we have to have law enforcement notified that the rocks are actually here. I'm not allowed to be outside of 10 feet of these samples at any time. It used to be the case that I used to, like, we would have to handcuff the briefcase to our arms, but that they got rid of before I became a teacher. So they have some really interesting protocols for how we handle these, and I think that that's just because these sample discs specifically are considered by the U.S. government to be priceless national treasures. When I send these back, I literally have to put 0 for the value on when I ship it back, because there's not a number that's calculable for how rare these rocks are. I tell the kids that I'm kind of estimating or eyeballing, but I'm something like you're one of the first 0.0000001% of all humans to be able to actually hold a piece of the moon. And so I think it's just an incredible opportunity, again, that we're in a rare group of people to be able to be a part of in terms of the schools that have the ability to offer this. So it's been a really cool addition to the astronomy class over these last few years. I'm glad to be in this partnership with NASA, and I hope that we can get to continue to do this for kids for the next 10, 20, 30 years.